Would you like to own a bass guitar signed by Sir Paul McCartney?
I would like to own it if Santa Claus brought it to me. Otherwise, I'm not sure if I could afford it.
You could get it for only $500,000. Think of it as an investment.
Okay, well, that sounds like a bargain.
So today, it is a sketch of a Hofner bass guitar, drawn and signed by Paul McCartney himself.
Such a cool piece.
And the current bid is sitting at exactly $499,999.95.
Yeah.
I mean, evaluating a piece like this, it is basically like a museum verifying a Picasso. You need absolute proof.
Absolutely. And the reason this specific sketch commands that massive price comes down to its triple authentication. We are talking about verifiable letters from Beckett, Frank Caiazzo, and Roger Epperson.
Wow, all three.
Yeah, and Caiazzo is the ultimate blue chip authority here. Real items like this will always have documented, verifiable letters of authenticity from those top-tier experts.
Because fakes just completely lack that bulletproof paper trail, right?
Spot on. But remember, a letter can be fake too. As a buyer, your due diligence is to verify those serial numbers yourself before bidding. And by the way, if you're listening to us on podcast and you want to see photos of these auction items and the eBay affiliate links, visit us at BeatlesFinds.com.
Okay, moving from instruments to the ultimate vinyl. Item 2 is a sealed copy of Sgt. Pepper, but it's the Nimbus Supercut pressing.
Oh, the Nimbus.
Yeah, the current bid is £20,000, which translates to roughly $27,032.
That is a staggering number for a record. But the Nimbus Supercut is a half-speed cut from an Audiophile plant back in the late 70s or early 80s.
And since it's practically sealed, it outranks even a pristine First State butcher cover.
It sure does, but you have to be careful. Authentic Nimbus pressings have very specific identifying marks in the dead wax.
Wait, couldn't a scammer just take a standard $5 pressing and re-shrink wrap it to look sealed?
They absolutely could, and they do. Fakes might just be completely standard pressings hidden under fresh plastic. So due diligence is vital. You have to verify those matrix marks.
From the pristine studio to live chaos, item 3 is a 1965 Hollywood Bowl concert ticket. The current bid is $1,600.
August 29, 1965. What a show.
Yeah, it was a box seat that originally cost $7, and it is on light blue ticket stock, near mint condition.
Which naturally invites some skepticism, you know. Real tickets from this era match the exact light blue stock and the specific 1960s typography.
Because modern reproductions probably suffer from, modern printing artifacts.
Exactly. Or they use the wrong paperweight entirely. You have to verify the printing method before you buy. Due diligence is your only defense against a laser-printed fake.
Let's jump back to sealed records. Item 4 is an American original, a 1967 sealed stereo LP of Magical Mystery Tour. Current bid is $439.
Okay, so this one has the Capitol Dome logo on the spine. It's a wide spine, heavyweight, and it retains the original price sticker.
It also mentions minor corner rounding. Is that a red flag?
Actually, no. Authentic 60-year-old seal copies should have age-appropriate wear like those rounded corners. The shrink wrap slowly shrinks over decades and crushes them slightly.
Oh, so if I see a perfectly pristine, sharp corner on a vintage sealed record...
It is probably a modern reseal. They look suspiciously perfect and usually lack the dome logo or original stickers. Check the wear for your due diligence.
Item 5 brings us to the accessible end of the market. A 1964 sealed wax pack of Topps bubblegum cards. Current bid is just $60.
The black and white series, I love these. And the auction notes that the gum inside is broken into 2 pieces, which is totally normal.
Wait, broken gum is a good thing?
Yes. Real vintage packs have brittle, shattered gum and period-correct wax wrapping.
Because the moisture evaporates over 60 years.
Precisely. If the gum feels fresh or the wrapper uses modern paper, it's a reproduction. Feeling for that broken gum is how you do your due diligence here.
That is wild. Okay, crossing the globe for item 6. An Italy 45 RPM single of No Reply and Babies in Black. Current bid is $582.
The QMSP 16370. This is the exceptionally rare first cover issue.
The black and white sleeve, right? In archive mint condition.
Yeah, and the black and white cover is actually the giveaway for authentication.
Right.
Counterfeits almost always have blurry imagery.
Because they just scan the original and print it digitally.
Exactly. Compared to the crisp, continuous tone lithography of the authentic first issue, fakes look soft. You must always inspect the print quality up close.
Item 7 brings us back to signatures, but way more personal. A Paul McCartney signed holiday card. Current bid is $1,025.
This one has dual authentication from BAS and PSA.
But I have to ask, why would a criminal forge a simple holiday card instead of a high-dollar instrument?
Because personal items are actually prime targets for forgers. Buyers drop their guard. They think, Who would bother faking this?
Oh, that makes total sense.
Yeah, so that dual BAS and PSA authentication is what separates the real from the fake here. But your due diligence requires you to actively verify those cert numbers online.
Okay, item 8. A lot of 13 original 1960s U.S. Beatles LPs. The current bid is a very low $98.
A great deep collection for American catalog hunters. They are in played condition, but the value is in the specific pressings.
Like the VJ introducing the Beatles, version 1.
Yep, and the rare all-black brackets labels on the songs, pictures, and stories gatefold. Label variations like the all-black brackets are really tough to fake.
But scammers could just swap a common repress into the rare sleeve, couldn't they?
Absolutely. That is the main scam here. Buyers must check the dead wax matrix numbers to ensure they aren't just common represses placed in those rare jackets. Do your homework.
Moving to pure U.S. Beatlemania merch. Item 9 is a set of original 1964 candy boxes by World Candies of Brooklyn. Current bid is $127.50.
These are fantastic display pieces. You get the orange Paul, green John, and blue Ringo.
Poor George was left out. But wait, it's just folded cardboard.
Which makes them easy to fake, yes. However, authentic boxes feature a specific vintage cardboard patina. They yellow from the inside out due to the acidic paper.
So what do the fakes look like?
Fakes are usually way too glossy and printed on modern, acid-free cardstock. You have to verify the physical cardboard for your due diligence.
Item 10 is a totally forgotten format. The Beatles Help. Playtape EP. Current bid is $111.
Ah, playtapes. They were smaller than an 8-track, a mid-60s portable format.
Okay.
This one is partially sealed.
Is anyone really forging obscure playtapes from scratch?
While a niche format is rarely forged from the ground up, scammers might slice open the blister pack and swap a common tape into the rare Beatles packaging.
Oh, wow. Sneaky.
Very. So check the tape label itself through the plastic to ensure authenticity. Always verify the contents.
Item 11 is the most audacious marketing stunt of 1964. The VJ 2LP set, The Beatles versus the Four Seasons. Current bid is $305.
Such a classic piece. This is a first pressing with the Sears baggie, the promo poster, and the extremely rare red inner sleeves.
And the auction notes say the matrix info matches the Owasso and Monarch plants.
Which is crucial. Real copies have exact plant matrix numbers and those ultra-rare red sleeves. Counterfeits almost never get the plant markings in the dead wax correct.
So again, verifying those dead wax stamps is your ultimate due diligence.
For sure.
Finally, item 12. A modern classic. The Lego Ideas 21306. The Beatles Yellow Submarine set. Current bid is $81.
Released in 2016, retired in 2017. All figures are included, even Jeremy Hillary Boob PhD. No box, though.
Now, I know the market is flooded with knockoff building blocks.
Heavily flooded. Brands like Lepin copy them completely, but genuine Lego pieces always have the logo stamped directly on the studs.
And the knockoffs like this branding.
Yeah, they legally can't use it. So examine the studs closely before bidding. Even with modern items, you are responsible for your own due diligence.
It makes you wonder, what completely mundane item sitting on our desks right now is going to be fiercely counterfeited at auctions in 60 years?
Oh, probably our coffee mugs.
Well, thanks for joining us today. By the way, if you're listening to us on podcast and you want to see photos of these auction items and the links to them, visit us at BeatlesFinds.com. It's the Beatles. All day, every day, 8 days a week. Cass will do it again tomorrow.
I absolutely will. Take care, everyone.
Until next time, when you listen.
Your mind conducts its own auction.